welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma for those of you who are new, and I would love it if you guys subscribed and stuck around. Welcome back to 12 Days of Bookmas. It is Bookmas Day 3, I believe, which is kind of crazy. I feel like Bookmas is flying by, but today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be having my TBR jar choose my December reads. I just can't even believe that it's December and that it's the last month of the year, and it's no secret that I am in the biggest reading slump ever of literally my whole entire life. We're just going to be choosing 4 or 5 books in this video. Normally I choose like 8 to 10, but I'm already in the middle of like 3 books. I'm slumped out, so I feel like 4 to 5 in my brain is like achievable, it's manageable, and just sounds right. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. We're gonna be having our TBR jar prompts choose our December reads, while I'm gonna be having my TBR jar prompts choose my reads. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another Bookmas upload. It's kind of a fun, bookish, festive time over here on my channel right now. Also be sure to follow me on all of my other socials and let me know any fun TBR prompt ideas for the new year. Like, what are some fun ways to choose my TBR for 2025? But let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, like I said, we're gonna choose 4 to 5 books. I have my bookshelf behind me, which is full of a bunch of books that I haven't read. I'll have my physical TBR linked in the cards and down below. We listen and we don't judge, okay? And then I have my TBR cart over by my desk and by the window, so we'll go over there because there's a lot of books over in that vicinity that I also want to read. So let's see. Show you guys first. This is actually pretty funny. It says, on your TBR for too long, ... So I know what you're thinking. I know we're thinking Avatar. I know we're thinking A Court of Wings and Ruin. And I'm thinking that too. That's the first book that comes to my mind. See, it's not even on here because it's on my freaking TBR card, which is over there. But hey, I don't really know if I'm feeling that right now. So let's see what other books have been on my TBR for far too long. Obviously, we're not going to choose A Court of Wings and Ruin for this one. If it's meant to be, we'll get another prompt, okay? But I'm thinking like Powerless. I'm thinking like Magnolia Parks. I'm thinking... So I don't really know what I'm thinking, but... I'm gonna shut this lamp off. Is this bothering anyone else? Because it's bothering me. Okay. I thought that would be cute and like aesthetic, but it really was just bothering me. It was like a glowing orb. I'm sorry to disappoint any of you who wanted me to finish the Avatar series and continue reading. A Court of Wings and Ruin is probably just staring at me over on my TBR cart, like crickets chirping in its head, just staring at me. It probably feels very abandoned, and it's not because I don't like that series. I loved A Court of Mist and Fury and I do want to continue. I'm just not in that mood right now. So I was thinking, maybe Powerless by Lauren Roberts, but that hasn't been on my TBR as long as this book. So we have Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. I feel like it is only right. I finished this book, or I picked this book up last November, and I only read 28 pages. Like, I still have the bookmark in there. One of my besties just finished reading the whole series up until this point. I just have to read it. I need to feel in the loop. These covers are probably the most stunning covers ever in existence, and the quote on the back alone just makes me want to read it. I'll wear it like a badge of honor forever that he loved me first, that he loved me at all. Have you ever had a love like that? So I think this is the first book. This one has been on my TBR for far too long, and yeah, we're gonna do Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. I'm scared, you guys. Oh, one just fell on the floor. I'm gonna do the original one, I think. Guys, this is pretty much the same one, just in a different font. It says one you've been avoiding. Okay, all right. You got me. Walk of shame over to my TBR cart and even find where this book is located. Did I not just mention that we might get another prompt that would have us pick this book, and that it would be like meant to be if we did? Am I happy about this? I mean, I'm not mad. I'm pretty like neutral, but I guess this one like is the perfect one for what I've been avoiding, because I literally have been avoiding this. I mean, look how thick this is. Magnolia Parks is not the smallest book in the world either. Maybe we'll finish this series before the end of 2024. We'll see. I'm intimidated, but I might have to like watch a little video like recapping A Court of Mist and Fury, because it's been almost 2 years since I finished that book. I finished it in, oh my god, I finished A Court of Mist and Fury in February 2023. It's about to be 2025, so this is the next book. Okay, let's choose a couple more. I'm leaning more towards 4 than 5 because that's ridiculous, but we'll just do 5 for good measure, okay? Starts with the. That could be a plethora of things. So let's check my shelves. The main ones that I think of I was gonna say is Harry Potter, but none of those actually start with the. They start with Harry Potter. So let's see. Okay, I have you guys propped up on my TBR cart to find a book that starts with the. I have like Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, but I think we want one that's actually just starts with the in general. Okay, I have the 7-Year Slip. So far, that's the only one that I'm seeing that starts with the. Oh, okay, I actually have a couple more. Let's see the back of my cart here. Actually, I have quite a few that start with the. I was literally pulling your guys' legs, so. Okay, so I actually had quite a few books that started with the over on my TBR cart. So let me walk through these and then we'll choose one. So I have The Dance of the Dolls by Lucy Ash. This is a pre-war, like a historical mystery thriller set in London. And it's actually about two sisters that are ballet dancers. And I was a ballerina for a really, really long time, if you guys didn't know. And I love anything that includes like ballet dance, anything like that. So I think this is a top contender for sure. I feel like it would be fun to kind of branch out on genres this month. I mean, we already got one romance, one fantasy, and a mystery thriller could be fun. Then the rest I think are romance. So I have The Ones Who Got Away by Romy Lauren. I have The Do-Over by Suzanne Park. And then I have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, but that one gives me more fall vibes than winter. And then I have The Striker by Anna Huang, which I have read a couple books by Anna Huang in the Twisted series and I did not love them at all, but this book again has a dancer in it and also a football player, like a soccer player in the UK. And I've just been really wanting to read this one for a long time, but this one is also a very, very thick. Like, why is a romance 600, 700 pages? Honestly, I'm feeling more in a romance mood, but I think it would be fun to read this one. So you know what? I'm gonna be ballsy and I'm gonna choose two. I'm gonna choose both of them because I really want to challenge myself and we'll try them. And I love how they're both purple. I have been wanting to read both of these for a really long time and I don't know, it'd be nice to have another romance and a mystery thriller in the mix. Okay, let's choose this one. Okay, set in a city. So obviously none of the Chestnut Springs or like Elsie Silver books are set in a city, so we're not gonna do those. This one's set in a city. Okay, I think I'm gonna choose The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. This is set in New York City and I feel like that's the perfect thing. The only other one that I was thinking of was A Winter in New York by Josie Silver, and that's set in New York City obviously, and it's a Christmas romance, but I'm currently reading a Christmas romance on my Kindle, and then I have another one that I'm reading for a book club on Patreon. So I've never read a Frida McFadden book and I've been hearing mixed reviews about this one. I don't know, I'm kind of just in the mood for a mystery thriller. That's kind of why I chose both The Dance of Dolls and The Striker. So next book on our list. Okay, this better be good. Chosen for cover. So I guess that kind of means like a pretty cover, like I'm choosing a book based off of the cover. So I guess if I was personally choosing a book based off of its cover, I would 100% always choose the Magnolia Parks books. But because we already chose one of the Magnolia Parks books, I mean, I guess we could choose another one, but for the sake of this video, we won't. But Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, which is the book after The Long Way Home, that has like the prettiest cover out of the whole series in my opinion. So we're not gonna choose that one, but what else could we choose? So I wanted to branch out more than just romance, but I do have these two books, so I'll hold on to these, but let's go check my TBR cart. This cover I actually really do love so much. It's Kingmakers Year 1 by Sophie Lark, so this one could be a contender as well. Let's see what else. I also really love this None Shall Sleep cover by Elle Marney, or Ellie Marney. I love that. Powerless as well, so let's go see. I have Picking Daisies on Sundays by Liana Cincotti, I believe. She's like an indie published author. I got this off of Amazon, but she markets herself very well off of TikTok. Like, it's very Gen Z aesthetic marketing and I love it. I also, there's another book by her that I really want to read and it's set in London, but I believe this is like a best friends to lovers or like second chance romance or something like that. I think this cover is so beautiful. So, and then I have Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the first book in their newest series. I believe it's called The Webs We Weave or Webs We Weave. This one does sound pretty interesting as well. And then I have Kingmakers by Sophie Lark. This is Kingmakers Year 1 and this one is just like a mafia romance novel, basically like dark romance. Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which no one can lie and say that this cover isn't stunning. It is. I just don't know if I can handle this and ACOTAR in the same month. So, Picking Daisies on Sundays and Dishonestly Yours. I'm honestly leaning more towards this one. I feel like this one is just giving me springtime vibes, so I think this is the one we're gonna choose. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this video. Let's just do a little recap of the books that I chose. So I have Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home by Jessa Hastings. This is the third book in the Magnolia Park universe, but the second book in the Magnolia Park series. So I'm just excited to dive back into this world. I feel like you kind of have to be prepared for this lyrical type of writing style, but I was obsessed with the first two Magnolia Parks books. I believe I gave them both 5 stars. So I have A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas. This is the third book in the ACOTAR series, and I've been putting it off for almost 2 years now. So I'm not going to promise that we're going to read it, but we did choose it, so there's that. And the next, because I couldn't decide, I chose The Dance of the Dolls by Lucy Ash and The Striker by Anna Wong. So excited for both of these. It's funny that I couldn't decide between them and they're both purple, but we have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Been hearing mixed reviews about this one, so excited to read it. It will be my first Frida McFadden book though, so let me know what other books by her that you guys enjoy. And then I have Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So this is the first in a series as well. Should I be starting new series when I'm already in the middle of so many? No. But so that is all the books that I chose for my December TBR. Like I said, I'm already in the middle of a couple books, and then I'm reading a book for a book club on Patreon as well, which is My December Darling by Lauren Asher. I'm very excited. But that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more bookish uploads coming soon in December. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.